on the waterfront. The year was 1954. The whole movie was shot in Hoboken. They used exteriors, they used interiors. And today, when the sun comes up, I'm gonna bring you down there and show you where they shot and some places where things happened. I'm gonna show you the pier and where the warehouses used to be. They're not there anymore. I'm gonna show you the park where Marlon Brando, he played Terry, sat down and swing, you know, on the swing, where Marlon Brando and his love interest of the movie had the exchange by this gate, like a fence, which is still there, and the church, St. Peter and Paul's Church. Everything's still standing. The only thing that's not there, and sadly enough, are the huge warehouses, the Fisherman's Wharf, and the piers that used to be there back in the 50s. Not that I was around in that time. I was born many years later, but it is nice that we can watch a movie and appreciate it. Now, the year has changed. It's 2011. The whole area is cleaned up. It's much more suburbial, and it's clean, opposed to in the 50s when it was a lot more grungier, and that's what's perceived in the movie. Great movie. I recommend that you watch it. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I'm gonna enjoy when the sun comes up and I will get my cup of coffee, showing you around a bit. And then maybe you want to get... I'm here sitting at the intersection of 4th Street and River Street. Long time ago when they filmed this movie in 1954, this area down was huge warehouses and piers and a wharf, Fisherman's Wharf. Since then, Hoboken's really cleaned itself up, you know, it's like a suburbial paradise. But back in 1954, when you look at that movie and you see the different scenes, this place wasn't so clean. I'm sure it was a little rough around the edges too. But it's amazing. The history is still here. All these things are left here. There's an amazing view of Manhattan. You know, the movie was really inspirational. We're on the waterfront, literally on Hoboken. You could throw a coin and hit Manhattan right here. I think in 1855, Hoboken became a city. But we're not here to talk about that. So we're here. This is one of my dream movie moments. I could have been a contender. I could have been someone. Now I'm a bum. Because of you, Charlie. Something like that. It won 2 Academy Awards. The reason why it's a little bit special to me is because when I started doing my modeling stuff, I did some shoots. I'm an Italian descent, you know, I'm an Italian guy, Italian kid from Jersey. And some images that were taken of me, people were like, oh, she looked just like Marlon Brando. And of course, you know, he was the Godfather. And, oh, let me do the, or whatever, you know, with his accent. So this is a location where they filmed some scenes of that movie. See this fence? This metal fence was in the movie. Pulled up some quotes. You ready? So Edie and Terry, the two main characters, do a scene here with this fence. Now Terry's Marlon Brando, and I'm gonna try to recite this. It says, you know, I've seen you a lot of times before. Remember, out on Polanski Street 7, 8 years ago, your hair had and she says, braids? It looked like a hunk of rope. Now, come on, in real life, if a guy walked up to a girl and said that, the girl would turn around and walk away. But hey, it's a movie, love story. You know, there's this I'm gonna see if I can do this right. You don't understand. I could have had a class. I could have been a content. Instead, I'm a bum. The Manhattan sky. Truly a dream movie moment. I think it's time for me to go home and get some rest. Get some R&R.